Hi, this is Kendra over at Pencil and Pigment, and today I wanted to talk about Greenleaf and Blueberry. Over the past 5 years, I have seen a huge uptick in handmade watercolor companies, and this is one I made a purchase from in 2018, so 3 years ago, and I wanted to do a review. I've had it long enough that I have used it for many different types of projects, and so now I feel comfortable giving a full range review. This review is just my opinion. You are welcome to your opinion. I hope you enjoy. So this is their business card. They are based out of Colorado in the United States, and it is artist and chemist owned, and like I said, they are handmade, so they're not made by machine. And you can purchase these through their webpage. They sent out a newsletter that has a date and time drop of their sale, as they have limited quantities because they're handmade. They're not made by machine. So I purchased what is called the Adventure Set. These are the colors that came in my set: red ochre, Mayan red, yellow ochre, Mayan yellow, Vivinite, Mayan blue 2, green earth, Mayan green, purple ochre, Mayan violet, slate, and magnetite. This is the swatch card. As you can see, it is well loved. It is well used. I appreciate the swatch card. I use swatch cards for all of my watercolor sets. If you have a watercolor set, I highly recommend you create one. Alright. Like I said, I have had this set, and it is about the size of a breath mint tin. It is metal. Therefore, it has a little bit of heft to it. The pans have a little magnet on the bottom that stick to the pan. Before I open this, I want to state a warning. I use my products. I do not collect them. I use them. I'm a creator, not a collector. Second thing I want to say is I live in an area of extreme humidity. The moisture is legitimate. People visit me and they can't believe their eyes. So keep windows open, keep closet doors open. Mold is an issue. My watercolor pans, and I have my watercolor pans that I own will remain tacky for years. They never fully dry out. I have painted watercolors where the paint has been thick, and it takes the paint 5 to 6 months to dry. That being said, let's open this up. So first thing you will notice is there is some film and mold on a couple of the pans. You will notice that this one is still wet and tacky. I haven't used this set in over a year. This one's wet. These are growing things. It is what it is. Embrace the moisture. Okay. Here's what I love about this set. I think this curation of the Adventure Set is a very well-rounded color base variety for creating tons of projects. The price of this 3 years ago was $150. So you are definitely paying for the handmade portion of that. If I lift it up, I will show you there is a glued magnet on the bottom and where they have written the name of the color. If you can see that. I hope this isn't too blurry for you. when they are handmade, they are made and ground from the stones and the different places that you can collect these colors from. So there will be I would say a bigger disparity difference between transparency and opaque within the color sets versus some of the machine-made color sets. Now, don't get me wrong. I have a Schmincke Museum Aquarelle. I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry. That's a 36 pan, and some of the colors are very opaque and some of them are more transparent. But I would say this has a more drastic disparity between some of the colors. Like the Mayan yellow and the green earth were very, very transparent for me, and the red ochres were very opaque for me. On the Mayan violet, I'm going to try and get this one out if I can show you that I did hit pan. You can kind of see the white at the bottom, and the farther down I got into this pan, the more granulating it actually became, to where at the bottom it was just so granulating I couldn't use it. So when using this color, I tend to pull from the top and the sides, not from the bottom, because how it was milled and poured, the bottom is super granulated. Now, I don't know if people are buying these handmade sets for collective purposes, and you are more than welcome to do that. I don't collect. So, who is this set for? I would say this set and something like this, where there is such a difference between how each color performs and how it performs throughout the pan, for the price point of $150, I would say this is for watercolorists, probably not hobbyists. I don't think this would make a good gift because of the challenges within using this set. I would say this is something you buy for yourself. This is something you go, you know what? I have machine made, I have store made, I would like something in the handmade category. I would like to support a small business within the United States, something like this. I watercolor all the time. Yes, it is small. It is a perfect travel set. If this is something that interests you, I would say take a look at this company. I believe you can buy paintbrushes through them as well now. They also have a couple little drawing kits for making butterflies, I believe. And then you can buy individual pans, whole pans, and then they do a smaller quantity on a seashell, where if you want like actual lapis lazuli, you can get that as well. Would I purchase this again? Yes. I don't regret my purchases. That's why I purchased them. I would purchase it again. I think I've learned a ton about handmade watercolors. But one purchase is enough for me, personally. I know how these perform now, and once I use them up, I will move on to something else. But because of this price, I won't be purchasing another handmade set until this one is gone. So until I show myself that I can use all these up, I don't get to have another one. If you want something travel size, if you are a hobbyist, or if you're just getting interested in art, and this price is too steep, I hear you. Winsor Cotman makes a $20 set. This is the set I have. It's also travel size. It's non-metal. So you can, well, I wouldn't take the brush, but go through the metal detectors at airports. This is perfect for backpacking, camping, etc. As you can see, I've hit pan on some of these as well. These don't have the best, obviously the set is limited to the shade range, but I would say these are more of a student grade watercolor, and I wouldn't use this for commissions. You want something with really vivid color that's light fast. So for $20, this is great for people just starting out, for children that show above and beyond an interest in watercolor. Don't do Crayola. Crayola doesn't encourage art. Do something like this. If you are a watercolorist and you love creating and you own a couple machine-produced sets and you want to try and up your game and learn a new skill set, absolutely support Handmade. This is a great company. I think they're very personable and wonderful to work with. Their newsletters are always full of interesting information. And give it a try. All right, I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.